A local startup that uses advanced AI to predict the route most likely to be taken by your driver has been crowned the winner of Enterprise Singapore's startup competition, SLINGSHOT. It beat 7,500 tech startups from more than 150 countries that took part in this year's competition. The global competition is part of the Singapore FinTech Festival and Singapore Week of Innovation and Technology event. It awards startup winners grants and mentorship opportunities to grow their business. And for more, we have this year's grand winner, NextBillionAI's co-founder, Ajay Bulusu, and the first runner-up, GyroGear's founder, Dr Faii Ong. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. We'll go to Ajay first. Can you share with us your solution, what your solution is about that, and tech gaps that it seeks to address?
Sure. So if you look at our world today, everything is around location, right? So how far is the closest cab? How long does my food take to order? So over the last 10 years, most of our consumer applications have revolved around location, but the underlying mapping technology has not really been catered to enterprises. So most companies are built for billions of users and not for the millions of enterprises. And we seek to bridge that gap. So we are a deep tech enterprise SaaS platform that aims to give a location ecosystem for most of these enterprises in the world that move anything globally.
Well, to Dr. Ong next, you are in the medtech industry and your product GyroGlove is designed to counteract hand tremors. So what are the challenges you face in the development of this product, and then what sets it apart?
Sure. I think the key to remember is that we are ultimately benefiting fellow humans on a very, very personal basis. There are about 200 million people globally who are unable to use their hands for the rest of their lives. So, I mean, the specific challenge we overcame was to whittle down over 40 technologies to ensure that, firstly, our solution is as simple as possible. Secondly, that patients simply use it and forget that it's there. And thirdly, it truly delivers lifelong impact and value. I mean, ultimately, it's worth it because we want those who have lost the use of their hands to be able to regain the full life they each deserve. And in this day and age, no one should be left hurting on their own.
Now, both your startups are winners at SLINGSHOT this year. Any strategies to share on how to create a good business idea? Perhaps, Ajay, we go to you first.
I think, like for us, a good business idea that is something that impacts billions of people across the world, also touches upon the lives on almost everyday basis. And it should somewhere fit the toothbrush test that you have to use it at least twice a day. So these are our three key things.
What about you, Dr. Ong?
All right. Thanks, Ajay. So I think firstly, I mean, you have to ensure that you're doing this with the right motivation. Find something that's meaningful to you and those around you because it's a long journey. Secondly, hyper-focus because do it well and do it right. And thirdly, find a good mentor because, I mean, for example, we would not have come this far without the coaching, love and support of our dear mentor, Paul Lim, founder of Fidelium. I mean, he's been selflessly sharing his knowledge, experience, and network, especially with respect to, pointing out the unknowns to our team. So just a little from us.
All right. And Dr. Ong, what is next in the pipeline for your company?
Sure. So, I mean, right now, we are actually very, very busy with, FDA and CE marking. So all approvals are there because, we are trying to facilitate multi-market commercialization. I think ultimately, having grown up and, being born in Singapore, we want to bring all the lessons, the technologies and the love from the rest of the world back to this little island that, has always been home for us. And of course, Singapore will be the first country in Asia where the GyroGlove is launched. I mean, the food is great here anyway.
And Ajay, what about you? What's next up for you?
So obviously we're born and raised in Singapore. So our hope is that we continue to become a global SaaS power from here. We have just started with maps. Our aim was always to build a more deep tech AI companies, more and more verticals. We're slowly experimenting with facial technology as well as content. So we're hoping to expand to these two verticals and also grow our team here eventually in this year. So really looking forward to 2021. And thanks so much for having us here, actually.
All right, that was Ajay Bulusu, co-founder of NextBillion.ai, and Dr. Faii Ong, founder of GyroGear.